My people, we need to talk. We need to talk. I gotta admit when I was wrong, and I want to share something with you. This is probably the most overlooked clipper in my entire 20-year career. And I think that many people have overlooked this particular clipper. And this clipper is the fast feed. It's easy to overlook it because it's old and people think it's done for, it's doomed. Out the box, it's pretty much nothing special aside from the fact that it's got good power and an awesome sound. But there's so much potential with this clipper. I want to compare this clipper to a Honda Civic. It's cheap, it's reliable, but that's not why you buy a Civic. You buy it because you can make something cheap and reliable outstanding. You could throw a turbo on it, a supercharger, there's tons of aftermarket support. This clipper could be the Honda Civic of barbering. So the footage I'm going to show you is the modifications that I did to this clipper that made it exceptional. Zero gapping it is possible. You must modify a small bracket. We're going to get into that. There's also a second option, adding a number 1 guard from a metal detachable. We're going to get into that in the footage that's to come. So you have options. But the craziest thing that's blown my mind is the fact that any blade, let me just show you. Any blade on this clipper does not eat the guard. And it is zero gap all the way. I mean, I have never seen any clipper that was able to do that. So that's pretty crazy. If you're a master's guy like me and you want notches, make the notches. I did it with a drill and I did it with a Sharpie. Man, you get the best sound, good power, and you get the full range of motion on the lever. Unheard of. You literally don't have to sacrifice anything with this clipper. The only thing is some people don't like the cord. It isn't the end of the world. It's a cord. People cut hair with cords for over 100 years, literally. So, and since it's corded, you're seeing these things go for nothing. I literally bought this one for $60 on eBay, and I see the same clipper from the same seller, and he has many more. So I don't know what to say. I never thought there was gonna come a day where a clipper would blow my mind more than the Andis Master. And with a little modification, and I mean a little, you don't have to be a genius to zero gap this. It's very simple. This could be a major win for Oster. So from what I understand, the new cordless fast feed does zero gap much easier, but this is a best kept secret. You get these used for $30, even less on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace. You're not gonna find a value like that. Absolutely not. And it's durable. From what I've heard from people who have used these for many years, it's just as durable as the Master. The motor in this is called a pivot motor. The same way you gain power when you use a breaker bar, when you're taking a wheel, when you get a flat tire, is the same way that it gets extra torque for this motor. So if I take this apart, you'll see the arm that moves left and right. So it's a magnetic motor with a pivot. Think of a breaker bar. You're getting that extra torque. This thing never clogs. This thing never stops eating. So I don't know, you guys might want to revisit this. Check out the footage. About the number 1 metal detachable guard. This is for the power clippers. This movable blade fits on that clipper. And since this piece right here is longer than the regular cutting blade on this, which by the way, there's the regular cutting blade. Let me take it off so you can make a comparison. This blade is significantly shorter than this blade. And because the teeth are actually longer, it zero gaps the machine. I didn't want to go that route because that route, you lose a little bit of the throw on the lever by doing that. But it's going to give me an opportunity to try it, and I'm going to see how it works. And I'm going to clip that metal and try it with the stock blade later, because that's a brand new blade. I don't want it to go to waste. When I get the wire clipper, I'm going to go back in, I'm going to try it that way. But for now, I'm going to convert this right now. Stick around with me real quick. I'll have to sacrifice my one blade in the name of science. All you do is pull this out, slide it out, and that's it. Now your blade is free, all right? So let's clean it real quick before we bring it on. Let's clean it up. You guys want me to go a little closer to this table? I guess that's as good as I got for you. All right, so this is an official Andis blade. I also ordered a 22 tooth from Temu in ceramic that's coming in the mail. That's another option for you if you want the fine tuning blade. And then just slide it. Talk about a difference. It's right on there. It was at least meant to be. Look at that. Look at that. These teeth are right on each other. Perfect zero gap. All right. Ooh, that looks good. That's damn near perfect. I always try to get it perfect, but I gotta remember I'm just human. There is no such thing as perfect for human beings. Only Jesus Christ, you know? So that's good, that's good, that's nice. It's nice and zero gapped. So there you go, brothers. We are zero gapped right now. You know what I mean? We're in the game. We could try out this Oster fast feed. Let's do it. It fits like it was made for this. So we're gonna find out. That's the OG corded fast feed. From what I understand, the cordless version goes from 000 to like a 1A, maybe even a 1.5. And I do feel like this one has a larger than usual throw. This is probably the longest throw in all barbering machines. So even though I lost some space by upgrading the teeth, I would probably say I still have 5.0 to a 1, which is exceptional because you can't get that with a master. But the big question is, does it eat guards? And we're gonna answer that question right now. If it does eat guards, then you'll be lucky if you have only in between guards like 1.5 or 0 and things like that, for all the space that you do miss out on because you don't have the clearance for the teeth. If you don't know what I'm talking about, when you zero gap a machine, it'll eat right there. And guess what? It's not eating the guard. That's actually a very strange thing in a good way. I've never seen that before. So let's try 3 from the easy clips. Let's find out if it eats the guard all the way closed. No eating. That's impressive. I've never seen that. Let's try the 0 guard on easy clips. No eating, and I zero gap this thing all the way. So let's try the 0 guard on the Andis purple double magnetic. That's impressive. I really was shocked by that. So this might be a true hitter. We're gonna find out if that happens with this. That's gonna happen when I modify the machine and I put the stainless steel blade back on. So right now that's a huge win for Oster. I mean, every clipper, including the master, I think the Wall Senior, all of them, right? They all eat guards at their 0 gap. So this is crazy. I don't know how they did it. Maybe it's just the way it sits on it, but I'm very impressed by that. Now I can't wait for somebody to walk through the door. My people, I have Daniel in the house. He is an official staff member. He's not a barber, but he's part of this team. And he's a contractor. He has his own YouTube channel. I'm gonna hit you with the link. Check him out. He's funny and he's knowledgeable, okay? He's a comedian. He makes it fun. So we have the Oster fast feed part that we have to modify in order to 0 gap it. And he went to his construction van. He happened to have the right tool. Show him. There we go. We're gonna clip this. Come over this way a little bit, brother. There we go. We're gonna clip this bottom section to create a fork. So we have the slidability to make the clipper 0 gap. Oster never wanted you to do this, but we're taking it into our own hands. We're gonna clip that bottom section out completely so we can slide the screw. So you gotta go from the outer left to the outer right and just cut that section out. Like it'll look like a pitchfork like that. No, not that side, brother. From underneath. No, not like that either. Sorry, so you made the cut in the middle. That's all right. There we go. That'll weaken it, but I need it on the left and I need it on the right of this. Oh, gotcha. So that we can slide the. Gotcha. It's all good. It's metal. It'll hold. There you go. Yep. One on the left, one on the right. You gotta put a little strength in there. Perfect. Now the screw should be able to slide. Hopefully we can test the theory in a minute if it has the slidability.
We're gonna do both sides, Drew?
Yes, we need both sides. Yeah. Please and thank you, brother. So hopefully that's enough slack, and I think it is, because we don't need it to be the width of the head of the screw. We just need it for the pitch of the screw. Yep.
More?
A little more. Has to have some room to wiggle so that we can we can slide the screw. So now you got your pitchforks like so, and you should be able to slide it, and you can use the blade that came with the machine. So hopefully there's a little slack there. We're gonna find out. It looks like it's just gonna work. There's a little plastic part. Do not forget this little plastic part that rests on the moving blade. I've done this many times and destroyed brand new blades for my 76 back in the days. Now I'm a super guy. Okay, that little thing. Sometimes they're white, sometimes they're black, but they do the same thing. Who let me have a power tool? All right, who thinks this is safe? All right, so here's the story. I got the OEM carbon steel blade on there with the modification. Let me just focus this. Perfectly zero gapped. Perfectly zero gapped, my people. Oh man, there was so much play in that screw area. No issues at all. I took a Sharpie and I made where the notches go, because this is one long throw. I'm not even kidding. I can't keep stressing that, but this will fade off. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go in with the drill and I'm gonna drill in each one so that I have my notches as well. All right, so some people don't like notches. For something, a lever this long, with this much throw, I'd like it. I'm gonna be very delicate. I don't wanna ruin this housing. This is a beautiful blue. Let me get back at you. Gap, for instance, here's my Phantom Master, and I'm gonna put it on, and this is zero gap. Listen, it's eating it, so I can't even go all the way closed. I lose that whole area of motion on the lever. So the fact that this allows you to do that while maintaining the full range is crazy. So I can't wait to give this a shot. So again, there's the one fully closed. I'm gonna try the zero guard. Closed. No noise, not eating anything. And the purple double magnetic closed, nothing. So this might be the best kept secret in the barber game. We're gonna find out very soon. This looks promising. Thank you, Oster, for dropping the OG classic. Oster's part of the OG3, no doubt about it. All right, my people, your boy's out. We spent so much time talking about the top blade and zero gapping it. I forgot to mention that you're also able to customize the bottom blade, the non-moving blade. You could put a 1.5 or 1A or 1 a OA, a 3.0 or a 5.0 metal detachable blade there. So yeah, you could customize this to your particular liking. I tried it with the 2, and that's where you can't go any higher than the 1.5, unfortunately, but sky's the limit.